I wanted to move out here. I've just been feeling this need for movement. And there's this energy right now that I've been feeling within myself, and I'm sensing it from other people, and I'm observing it around me of just this desire to move, but not always being able to make the moves we want to make. And it's requiring a great deal of patience from many of us as we are trying to move forward with our goals and move forward with our plans and do the things that we want to do in the way that we want to do them. And every which way people are turning, it's as though the universe is giving you just another opportunity to look at something else within yourself before you continue to move forward in the direction you think you want to move. And I find that incredibly beautiful and absolutely frustrating all at the same time. And as I'm working with clients, right, there's this consistent theme. And I knew this. I put out a few videos. I knew in 2026 that we were going to have so many changes upon us, and we were going to have the opportunity to really dig deep within ourselves as we move forward. And sure enough, right, we have had this opportunity, and it's giving us just this tremendous awareness and opportunity to look within ourselves and ask, what are the things within us that we still need to look at, to really refine or to go a little deeper, so that as we do move forward with the second part of 2026, that we're moving forward in a way that is incredibly aligned. Now, you guys hear me talk about frequency, and you hear me talk about alignment, and you hear me talk about, right, your nervous system and making sure that that is in check. And all of that has to do with this moment and opportunity that we're being given right now to do a little bit more kind of research within ourselves, do a little bit more digging, do a little bit more looking on what is it? Is there anything else that we just need to look at a little bit deeper before we step forward? And so often we do not take the time to sit in our own presence. A while back, I intentionally took some time because I really wanted to understand what it was like to feel my own energy. Somebody had suggested it to me a while back, and I was like, I've never done that before. And what was so fascinating is I sat there for, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, just sitting there and taking time to sit, to bask, to feel my own energy. Call it meditation, call it contemplation, call it just sitting there and being aware of something. It doesn't have to be called a fancy term, or I'm not telling you to go, kumbaya and say a mantra in order to do this, but just through your own intention to be able to take a moment and really sit with your own energy and take note of what you feel and what you experience within your own presence. And it was a wild experience. I sat there and I thought to myself, damn, this energy feels amazing. It felt incredible. And as I sat there, I could truly feel this presence within me. And I thought to myself, wow, what a testament to all the work that I have done. And I realized in that moment that if I had done this same exercise 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, that presence I was feeling, it would have been good, but it wouldn't have been as masterful as it was in that moment because I was incredibly aligned. My nervous system was relaxed and calm, and I was intentional about what I was really sitting in and so grateful for the opportunity to just sit there within my own presence. If you haven't done this can be a very challenging exercise for many folks. If you haven't done this, I highly recommend just giving yourself an opportunity to just sit in your own energy. And there's no rule book to this. It's literally sitting with an intention, a desire, a want to sit in your own energy and feel it. And whether you could take a notebook and, jot down what you're experiencing, or you could just sit there and experience it. And I think you're going to be incredibly surprised at how beautiful and comforting your own energy can be to you. And it reminds me, I have many clients who have struggled with loneliness. And I work with a lot of executive leaders, a lot of people going through conflict. And one of the things that many of them, and you may be sitting there with them as well, just this idea of feeling lonely. And that's not meaning that you don't enjoy being by yourself, or maybe you're an introvert, but just this feeling of loneliness. And right now, we are in an era where even though life is incredibly busy and there is action and movement happening everywhere we look, everywhere we turn, there's something else that either is part of our agenda, something that we need to do, something we need to look at. What is so interesting is that as the activity goes up, the feeling of loneliness can actually get more magnified. And so if this is you, if you are in a space and time where you are feeling lonely, not like lonely and as though you don't like to be by yourself or, enjoy the walks by yourself, but just that depth of loneliness. If you're experiencing that right now, the exercise of sitting with yourself and basking in your own energy can be incredibly therapeutic. Feeling your own energy, all of a sudden, you don't feel so alone. Because you realize wherever you are, there you are. Wherever you go, you're with you. And you have the ability to be an incredibly divine partner for yourself. So I hope that message brought a little bit of insight into your life in some way. And may we all recognize how beautiful we are.